What is going on, guys? I am back with another Minecraft tutorial, and in this video we're going to be rebuilding my old traditional house. So the original build had 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, but we're going to be completely updating the interior for the newer version, so we'll go ahead and try to get 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. But now let's go ahead and get right into building it. So for the plot size, if you want just the house, you're going to be paying attention to that inner square. From left to right, you're going to need 53 blocks. From front to back, you're going to need 37. Then if you want everything around the house, which includes the landscaping and the driveway at the front and the deck at the back, then from left to right, you're going to need 53 blocks once again. And from front to back, you're going to need 63. So for the space at the front, like I mentioned, that's going to be the driveway and the landscaping. And in between those 2 lines, you should have 16 blocks of grass. And at the back side of the house, there's some extra space needed for the deck. In between the 2 lines back there, you're going to need 8 blocks of grass. Here in part 1, we're going to be shaping out the house and bringing up the walls for the first floor. So all you're going to need for now is going to be some jungle planks, gray concrete, white stained glass panes, and dark oak fences. Alright, like always, we're going to start at the front side of the build, so make sure you're at the side where the bigger gap is. You can head on over to the right, and we're going to go to the inner shape here for the house itself. Make sure to have your jungle wood planks. We'll go from the corner right here, and we're going to count towards the back 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Now go over to the left and place 1 block of jungle planks, so you should still have a block of grass remaining right here. Now go over to the left of that wood block and place another 9, so including this one is going to be 10 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you could go out 1 block, right in front of that wood block, go over to the left another 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is going to be the front right side of the house. So that's that little part that juts out over there. So that is what you should have so far. Alright, now with your jungle planks, go right back where we left off behind this wood at the left side. And you can place 1 block of jungle wood right there. Now switch to your gray concrete. And then go in 1 block. So you're looking at it from this side, and we're going to go in from the corner of that jungle wood. We're going to place 9 blocks of gray concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now back to your jungle planks. You could go back out from that corner, place 2, then skip over 2, and place another 2. So this is going to be where our garage door is. This is a little doorway leading into the garage. So if we go back up at the front side, this is what you should have. Okay, let's head back where we left off again with your jungle planks. We're going to go to the left side of this final block here. We're going to place another 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, skip over 4 blocks. And then you could place another 3 here, so you should have a gap of 4. So that is going to be the front door to the house, so the entrance to the house. So from up above at the front side, we have this. Now we're going to start bringing out the other side that kind of like juts out. Similar to that side, is that we'll wrap around all the way to that side, around the back, and then to the right side. Then we'll start bringing up all of our walls. So once again, this is what it should be looking like. Now let's head over to the left side, right where we left off again with your jungle planks. And we're going to bring this out towards the front 9 extra blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now head on over to the left and place another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to go behind that block right there and work our way towards the back, and we're going to place another 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so now we shaped out that left side that juts out, and it looks like this. Okay, let's head towards the back side now. So we're going to go right here. You could place another 9 going towards the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now it should be lined up with this wall right here at the front. And now you could bring this towards the back. Another 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So now we'll start bringing over our back wall here. And then we'll wrap it around towards where we started. And then we'll bring up all of these walls. And after that, we'll leave it at that for part 1. So all we're really doing is just bringing up all of the walls for the first floor of the house. Alright, now I'm here at the back side. We're going to head on over to the right here. We're going to go to the left of that and place another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you could go out 1 block. So right next to this wood still, we're going to head on over to the left again and place another 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now go right behind that wood block. Head on over to the left again and place another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. We've went over to the left quite a lot so far, but this is what it looks like up above at the back side of the house. Okay, let's go right behind this wood block where we left off again. We're going to go towards that direction, another 3. Then we'll head on over to the left and place another 4. Then we're going to go back out and place 2. Then to the left of that, we're going to place 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then behind that, we're going to place another 2. Then to the left of that, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you should be right here on the edge of this yellow concrete. I'll go back one more time since it kind of was like a little zigzag. It could have been a little bit confusing. So we started right here. So we have our block that we already had. Then behind that, you could place another 3. Then go to the left of that, place your other 4. And then go towards kind of like behind you in that direction. And you just bring out another 2 right here. Then go to the left of that, we added another 9 right here. And then you could go right behind that, add your additional 2. Then to the left of that, add your 3. So once again, right on the edge of your plot size. Now we're going to start here and work our way all the way towards the front where we started. And you could just fill this in. You could just fill it in if you're confident enough that you got it right. But just to make sure, let's go ahead and count how many there should actually be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So as long as you did it all correct, it should be 28 in between these walls here. So basically from this corner all the way to this corner, it's actually going to be 30. But we just filled in another 28. So now from up above at the front side of the house, we have it all laid out for the exterior. And it looks like this. Now let's go ahead and start bringing up all of our walls, which includes our garage door, our windows, and a couple doors. Now for the windows, you're going to be using your gray concrete and your white stained glass panes. We're going to start over here at the front right side of the house first. You could switch to your gray concrete. You could leave 2 spaces. So starting right here, we have 1, 2. So you could be on this 3rd block. You could place 1, skip over 3, and then place another 1 there. So you have 2 extra spaces here. We skipped over 3, And then you have 2 right here. If you want to include this one, there should be 3. Okay, so this is going to be a 3-block wide window. Continue with your gray concrete. We're going to leave another 2 spaces on each side again. So we're going to place 1 here, skip over 2, and place 1. Now add another 3 layers of gray concrete on top of that. And then you can fill in the empty space in between the gray concrete with 4 layers of white stained glass panes. Now you can switch to your jungle planks and just fill in all of the walls around the edges of the windows. So an extra 2 spaces here, and then a layer, just 1 layer on top of all of the windows. Your 2 spaces here, and then this section of 3. 1 extra block above the window again, and then 2 extra layers here on this side. So it is all filled in and it looks like this. Okay, so we have those walls brought up for that side. And now we'll go ahead and just head on over to this side right here where our garage door is the doorway leading into the garage. So now for this side, let's first use our jungle planks and we'll fill in this 1 block here up to the same height as the walls that we brought up there at the front. Now switch to your gray concrete and we'll just add another 4 layers on top of that layer that we already had, so it's now going to be 5 in total. And then what we'll do is leave 1 extra space at the side and at the top. Is that we'll carve out a gap of 3 here. We'll skip over the middle block and cut out another 3. Then you can fill in those holes with white stained glass panes. Okay, now let's bring up these 2 spaces here where the jungle planks are, and we'll add another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are 1 block higher than the garage door, so we'll bring this over and connect it to the other side like that. Now let's fill in another 2 spaces here. And then we'll have our doorway. So you're going to switch to your white stained glass panes. And you could just have 4 in height like that on the right or left side, it doesn't matter. Then you could curve out the bottom one, skip the second one, and curve out the 2 at the top. Then for that empty one, you could have a dark oak fence right there. And then another 2 layers of jungle wood on top of, or like right above that doorway. So now it is looking like this for this section. We'll then head on over to this middle section here at the front. Okay, so once again with your jungle planks, we'll head on over to the right side where we left off. We'll add another 2 layers right here up to the same height as the wall that we already had. Then you can switch to your gray concrete. We'll place 1 here. We'll skip over 2, place 1. Skip over 1, place 1 block here. Skip over 2, place 1. And then do it 1 more time. So skip over 1, place 1, skip over 2, and place 1, and you should be left with 2 blocks here. Okay, now let's just go ahead and bring up those windows first. So another 3 layers of gray concrete on top of those sections. And then we'll fill in the empty space where all the 2 spaces are with our white stained glass panes. So there should be 3 windows that are 2 blocks wide right here at this section. And then we'll go around the edges of all of the windows and fill that in with jungle planks. Now we have our doorway, our front entrance right here. But let's go ahead and fill in these 3 blocks here first. Bring it up to the same height as that wall. Then we'll switch to our white stained glass panes. We'll bring up 4 on each side. We'll curve out the bottom one, skip over the second one, and curve out the 2 at the top. Remember that empty space, a dark oak fence. And then, on top of this, another 2 layers of jungle wood. Alright, so if we look all the way back here, this is what we did so far. So we have about 30% of the walls brought up for the first floor. Looking good so far. Alright, now let's start filling in this section here. So this is the left side that juts out here at the front. Make sure to have your jungle planks. We're going to add another 4 right here. We'll bring it up to the same height as the wall. Okay, then switch to your gray concrete, place 1, skip 1, and place 1. So it's just a 1 block wide window. Add another 3 layers on this, your white stained glass panes, and then just fill in the rest of the space around that window. Alright, now let's do the big window that we're going to have here at the front side. So add another layer of jungle planks here at that right, and then 2 spaces here at the left. So now this window is actually going to be 1 block taller than all the other ones, which means that the ceilings for this bedroom are actually 1 block taller than the rest of the house on the first floor. So I thought it looked a lot better to have a really big window here. So let's have our gray concrete. And instead of having it 4 blocks in height, that means we're going to make it 5 blocks since it is 1 block taller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do the same on this side. Once again, or actually I didn't mention this, you should have 4 blocks for the window. So it's a 4 block wide window and it's 5 blocks in height. We'll fill all of this in with white stained glass panes. There we go. Looking good. So we'll just leave it like that. Once we start doing the roof, we'll actually add some layers of jungle planks here, so it's not going to look like that when we're done. We'll fix it up when we get to that part. So now we'll head on over to this side. Next, with your jungle planks again, let's add another 2 layers here at the right side. And then we'll have a 2 block wide window, so gray concrete here and here. This is going to be another just 4 block height window, not 5 like that tall one is there. So we're just back to the regular 4 blocks in height now. We'll fill this in. And then we'll switch back to our jungle planks and we'll add another 5 here to the left side of that window. And then you can switch to your gray concrete. We're going to have a 1 block wide window here. And then another 3 layers of jungle planks to the left of that. We'll fill all of this in, and then we have this wall done. So it looks like this. Now let's head on over to this back side. Okay, back to your jungle planks again. We're going to have another 2 layers right here. And then you could have a 1 block wide window here. And then the rest of the space is going to be filled in with jungle planks. And then this entire wall right here is also going to be completely filled in with jungle planks. So we have this back corner all filled in. Now we are headed to the back wall right here. Once again, with your jungle planks, we're going to head on over to this right side. We're going to add another layer of the wood there. Now we're going to have a 2 block wide window right here. Add another 3 on top of that. Your white stained glass panes. And then the rest of that space filled in with jungle planks. And then we'll bring out this corner right here and another layer to the left of that. So we have 2 filled in. And then we're going to have a doorway that's made of glass, which is going to be 8 blocks wide. So this is going to lead out to our back deck right here. So you can switch to your white stained glass panes. We'll add 1, 2, 3, as that will curve out is that one right there. Let's head on over to this side. We'll fill in 2 spaces, and then 3 white stained glass panes, and then curve out that one there. So we are left with 2 blocks right here in between that gap for like this space right here. Okay, now let's add another 3 layers on top of that bottom layer on each side. And then we'll curve out the 2 here at the top. Once again, empty space will be a dark oak fence. And then we're going to fill in the rest of the space around the edge of this glass with our jungle planks. And for the layer of jungle planks right here, I guess what we'll do, we'll just switch it out right now. So you could grab some dark oak planks, and we're going to actually have the floors of the inside of the house, these dark oak planks. So we'll go ahead and switch it out. So it's not going to be jungle, it's going to be like that. So it's going to flow, this is going to be the living room, and it's going to flow right out to the back deck, which will all be these dark oak planks here. So go ahead and do that. Then we'll have another 2 block wide window here. So switch to your jungle planks, add 1 layer there, and 1 layer there. Then your gray concrete with a 2 block wide window. Okay, now after you have that all filled in, we have this little section, like this little zigzag section right here, which will all be jungle planks as well, because we really can't have a window here. It'll look a little bit weird to have one. So we'll go ahead and fill it all in, as well as this space here. And we'll leave it like that for now. So there we go. We have all of that filled in, and then we filled in this entire back wall here. So now all we have left to do is this little section here, then this strip which goes back up towards the front where we started for this is like the garage side basically, and then we have like the kitchen here. But after we fill in this, we will be done for part 1. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish this off. We'll make sure to have our jungle planks, add another 2 layers here to the right side, and then 3 layers here at the left side. Which means we're going to be left with a gap of 4 here, which will have a 2 block wide window. Cover up that top. There we go. Now let's fill in this little section here. This will just be all jungle planks. So now that's all filled in, and now we have our final wall here, which we are going to have 4 windows in total. So let's add 1 layer here of jungle planks. Then we'll start off our windows. So we have a 2 block wide window here. Then we'll skip over 2. And then we have another 2 block wide window. Then we'll skip over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 2 block wide window here. Skip over 2. And 1 more here. We'll fill in the 2 spaces here. And then we'll go ahead and bring up the windows now. So an extra 4 layers on top of all of this gray concrete. Well, actually an extra 3, my bad. So it's 4 in total. Okay, and then our white stained glass panes. So right here. Remember, 4 windows in total, so don't fill in like this space here with glass. We don't want that. And then all of the other space around the edge of these windows is going to be some jungle planks. And then after we have this filled in, we'll leave it at that for part 1. And in part 2, we'll probably, I would say we'll go ahead and bring up the roof for these pieces that jut out, like right here and at that side, since as you can see that is going to be 1 story high, and then the middle section of the house is actually 2 stories. So we'll go ahead and top it off the roof on each side for part 2, and we'll probably do the walls for the second floor of the house in part 2 as well. We'll see. But there we go. So now if I go up above at the front side of the build, this is what we have so far. Okay, so that is going to be it for part 1 for this tutorial on how to build a traditional house. If this helped you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Later!